Hey guys, how's it going? We are back at the Airbnb. We just came out of the play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Part 1. Remember to be looking at the camera here. I don't want any looking at yourself, fixing your hair. This is my friend Jacob Schuster.
Hi.
What are your thoughts?
I love
These are our thoughts, by the way. So, a disclaimer before anything else. So, you know how the hashtag of the whole thing is hashtag keep the secrets, and this will be a spoiler-free reaction. And I say this spoiler-free reaction because if you are like me, any piece of information is spoilery. That's why I needed to watch this like the night it came out. I hate spoilers. So if you're like me, you probably won't want to see this because of just the very nature of describing anything about it can be considered, like people like me, spoiler.
That's true.
So this will be a spoiler-free reaction, but you know, by the very nature of just talking about it, there might be some spoilery going on. If you're cool with that, yes, what are your thoughts? Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Part 1. It's not over yet. On Thursday, on Thursday is Part 2. So, Harry Potter 8, the 8th story. First of all, you're not like a huge Harry Potter fan.
No. I mean, I've read all the books, and I can say...
You read all the books?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like Harry Potter, right? I mean, I enjoy the story of it, and I enjoy the lore, but...
Yeah?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I really, really was engrossed by it, and I found myself watching it, and then I'd look around and see all the people, and I'd be like, oh, okay, there are people around me still. I found it completely...
You were so, entranced by it that you lost yourself in it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, for me, I don't know, I guess it was a tale of two halves, like we say on football. Like, at the intermission, I wasn't so sure, and I think that uncertainty came about because of how different, it is, the storytelling, the way this story is told is fundamentally different from other Harry Potters. Basically because Harry Potter 1 through 7 is the story of Harry told through Harry. So, this story, yes, it's Harry, but also there's a lot of, Albus, and there's a lot of the other...
Alternative characters.
Yes, other points of view. I don't know, I guess at the beginning, I wasn't exactly sure. I guess my expectations of what a Harry Potter story is were perhaps slow to be met. Does that make sense? Am I saying it right? Does that can come across? So, you have all this story told by... Low battery. I'm sorry. So, I guess I was having a hard time understanding what they were trying to do. Like, knowing what this story was going to be about. Was it going to be about Harry? Was it going to be about his son, Albus? One of the core things in a Harry Potter story, I feel, has always been its mystery. Every Harry Potter book could have been named Harry Potter and the Mystery of the Philosopher's Stone and the Mystery of the Half-Blood Prince and the Mystery. But that might be a little corner. But the mystery, I think it was always like a central part of the way those stories were told. And I feel like on the first half of the Part 1, we didn't see a lot of that. We just saw okay, this is... I guess it was just this is how everything stands, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the lives of these characters in this day and age. So I was not... I was enjoying it. The production, amazing. I mean, I don't understand how... it was half a theater play and half just
magic. I mean, it was straight out
like something from Las Vegas. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to say that because it was very subtle.
It was even classier.
No, definitely. It was very. It wasn't forced. It wasn't this spectacle. What is David Copperfield type thing? Definitely. It was subtle. It went with the story. It was natural. But it was they did some things, and I was, how the heck did they do that? What was like? There was some generally magic going on there. And so I love Harry Potter. What do you think about Harry Potter? Like the actor? What do you think about the actor? Yeah.
I was convinced. I mean, especially with the... Can't say that.
I was so sold. I was
loved
so
it.
sold by this actor being Harry Potter.
No, he was
like
really
I don't know if he was like it wasn't like Daniel Radcliffe, right? But in a way it kind of was. But I don't know if he reminded me of Harry Potter of the movies or Harry Potter of the book or like a combination of both. But I was sold. I was like I saw his performance. Like his performance was Harry Potter in my opinion. What do you think of the other characters?
Oh no, I don't know.
Like the other actors. What do you think about the acting in general?
I thought the acting was great. I mean, I didn't notice it at all, which is, I think, the point of the
Yeah,
acting.
I mean,
I felt like I was completely engrossed. I found myself just lost in the story, and I really wanted to just feel all of the story that they were telling me.
And it was a very... I feel like I don't remember ever... Maybe I did at some point, but I don't remember ever crying in a Harry Potter movie. There were 2 times where I cried. Yes, you didn't notice.
I did not notice.
That because I just keep things inside.
He's too good.
So, and this, I don't know, it's like, there were moments of just like gut bursting laughter.
And then there was like profound, just like...
And it wasn't like forced or corny. There were like certain off notes maybe here and there, but you know, it's fine. But... I was surprised by how like the heart of the story.
It felt genuine. It didn't feel like it was a sequel. It felt like it was meant to be a part of the Harry Potter.
Okay.
Story.
Okay. Yes.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I will reserve that that award until I see the whole thing because
that's true. I jumped to conclusions a little bit too fast.
So. At the beginning, I was a bit like, I like this, but I'm not convinced by it as a Harry Potter story.
And it's hard because you know these actors and you know the people and you have them in your mind.
Like I described it to Jacob, you know, I carry too much baggage, you know, I'm a fan of the books and the movies and all that, so maybe, you know, my expectations were holding back, but my expectations were surpassed. And the second part of part 1, again, this is only part 1 we're talking about.
I mean, we still
and I was blown away by the second part.
Yeah.
Like, things, I feel like they escalated. I feel like the first part was a lot of, I didn't know what was at stake, you know, what was going on.
It felt like they were, at times it felt like the first part was dedicated to almost not catching people up on the story, but...
It was just like these are the characters.
Here you go. This is what we are going to be doing.
But and you could and there was conflict, but you didn't understand the stakes. Definitely. Like I feel like the stakes weren't clear enough, or at the beginning. But at the second, you knew what was going on. To be honest, there were certain things that about the plot that I don't know if they're like. I'm not sure I completely buy them, But I won't get into too much detail because I don't want to spoil it. I feel like the raising of the stakes I feel like it took a while. The play took a while to like tell you what the story was going to be about and what they were going to be fighting for in a way. At the beginning it was just like, okay, so here are these people having these issues. Okay, why should I be interested?
What's their purpose?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't understand what was going to happen next. Like I was enjoying it; it was funny. The production was incredible, great acting. But the story itself, I was like, okay, so why do I care? Why does this need to be Harry Potter 8? And I feel like I got a better picture of that. We'll see. I mean, we'll hold my final judgment until part 2, but. Things escalated. Things like you know that things escalated quickly. I mean, yes, this is that. Things escalated real quickly.
It was great.
The way they escalated, I'm not completely sure about like plot wise, but you know, suspension of disbelief. Just like accept it as it is. Like fine.
Yes.
Anyway, final thoughts on part 1. There will be part 2. Coming at you when we come out when we come back from watching part 2. But so far, the first part of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, what do you think? Final thoughts?
I loved it. I thought that because I'd read the book so long ago and I didn't have too many expectations going into it, I felt like it really got me, and I felt like I could embody the characters even though they weren't the characters from the movie. Finally, I thought it was amazing.
So final thoughts from me. I think coming out of it, I was like, holy mother of God, like what did just happen? Because it ended on this cliffhanger as well, that like, and it's so, like the imagery of the way it ended, it's just like, oh no way, this is not happening. And so it's just like a great production, great acting by the main guys. The story, I felt it got, in my opinion, it took a while to get going.
If I had to be critical about any aspect, it would be that.
Yeah, personally, for me. But at the end, I was like, holy moly, I cannot wait for part 2.
That's all I was thinking at the end. All I was thinking was about part 2, and I
need to watch this now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But anyway, those are our thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys? Has anyone out there read the script? Was any of you at the theater? Keep it spoiler free in the comments, please. Otherwise, I'll have to pull out the banner hammer upon thee. But yeah, if you haven't, are you excited to read the script or what to play? Let me know in the comments. I'm excited for part 2. After that, we'll have more conclusive statements, I think. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Snapchat. I'll see you guys later.